Aloha, it's Matthew, and I have a steampunk nail design for you guys today. Currently on my nails, I have Whiskey Sunrise from Mooncat, um, and I think when I post this video, they're still going to be having their 20% off biannual sale. It's just a great time to pick up any Mooncat polishes that you've been looking at because their full price is a little bit steep. Um, so this is a multi-chrome um, shimmer. So you see that like rusty orange, burnt orange, reddy color there, and then well, you can see it in the bottom much more. You see on these on the there we go. You see on the edge here. Let me grab a little. There's like gold right there, and then there's green right there. When I turn my nail, see how that changes in color? It's almost like an olive green, and then it goes back to red, brilliant red, burnt red, gold, green. I don't know. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but it's a very shifty, beautiful polish. I did smush the corner of my thumb right there before it was entirely dry, but I have a full nail design plan for that thumb, so I think it's going to be just fine. Um, I haven't had a nail design video, a stamping video in a while. I feel like I've been doing a lot of swatching, but I've been trying to get myself organized and actually swatch out all my polishes. And yesterday I spent the entire day swatching out my entire Holo Taco collection. So um, I feel very accomplished with that, and I'll probably be showing you guys that pretty soon. And then there was a request to show my Maniology swatches, which I'm not entirely finished with, so that might be a couple weeks before that one happens. So I was looking for these plates. These are Mani by Me plates. They came, I think it was maybe it was last July. I wasn't currently a member, but that's the thing with these plates is that once you sign up for the membership, if you go into the menu, there's a place where you can look up past plates. And I'm going to zoom in on that. Oh, yeah, there we go. So you can look up past plates and past boxes even. If there are entire boxes that are still left, then you can order the entire box or just the plates. And these ones, I was particularly pleased with these ones here in the corner because my thumb is really wide. And so oftentimes many designs won't go the width of my thumb, but this plate has two designs like that. And I think that's what's going to cover up that blooper, which is not really that big of a deal. It's just like a little blemish in the shimmer. It's totally smooth, but I think we're going to cover it up with this one, and it'll be just fine. So, funny thing about this was I was looking for these plates, and I noticed there was a gap in my Mani by Me plates, and I had to actually go looking for this box that I had opened, but that's as far as I got. It was last month's where I was struggling with a few life things. So when I get back from Oahu, I will hopefully pull out that box and do a design from. It was the clouds one. So I'll be thinking about my design while I'm over on Oahu this weekend. I'm gonna go help my friend Christopher paint his office. So uh, Scotty pointed out that it's kind of any excuse to get over there and see my friend. Um, But it's pretty affordable, you guys. And sometimes he'll treat me and use like his miles to get my ticket to go over there. And it's like kind of like going on a long road trip to visit your friend, except I'm just flying over to another island. Okay, so let's get started. Let me. These nails are still kind of fresh, so I don't want to ruin them. Let me grab a paper towel to put down. It just makes cleanup, very end of the roll here. It just makes it cleanup easier than having to pick it off this mat. Let's flip that over. Okay, there we go. I'm going to try and get that within the screen shot so I know where we're... Okay, perfect. So I did a little bit of... Goodness, I can't pick things up yet. I did a little bit of testing beforehand. Pro tip, if you have swatch sticks, or even if you have like a box of tips, you can paint out your polish and then stamp in different... Oh, here, let's zoom in so you guys can actually see that. You can stamp different designs in different polishes to see which ones you like. I thought this one might turn out, but it didn't. It blends in too much. And that one is acorn. So it's a dark, 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 dark brown, almost black. But I feel like the straight up black, which this gear is, stood out the very best. So I think all of my stamps today are going to be done in straight up black. Let's zoom back out here. Okay. So let's go ahead and put some liquid latex on the sides of my thumb here. And it looks like there's a little bit of top coat that's still on my cuticles. I do have kind of dry cuticles right now, you guys. We have 3 different sprays around the house for cleaning up after Bandit. And between the antibacterial one, the enzyme one, and the orange oil one, I don't know which one it is, but one of them dries out my hands like nobody's business. So, and I've been, cleaning up a lot of accidents. I don't know if you guys know this. I haven't had a new dog in Hawaii ever. But it turns out leptospirosis is really prevalent in the soil here. And Bandit doesn't have his lepto shot yet. He has his parvo shot, but he's not old enough to get his lepto for another next week. It'll be next week. But until then, he can't go out into the yard. So he's potty training on potty pads inside. And then we're going to have to re-potty train him outside. But it's a thing here that puppies, it's just risky to let them go out in the yard until they've got their vaccines. And then they can get out there safely. Their little immune systems aren't strong enough to fight off parvo or lepto this early. So let's let this latex dry. And I'm going to go for this finger. And I think I want... Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to do this kooky looking owl that has like gear eyes. gear eyes? I don't know why that sounded so funny coming out of me. And that one we can do while this latex dries. If you guys like my videos, feel free to like them and join my channel. Subscribe to it if you haven't yet. It would mean a lot to me. Oh, here we go. Here's the owl. I'm trying to get to 500 to where I can start doing live streams, because essentially that's the format I do. Except right now I'm just talking to myself. And when we get to the point that I can do lives, we can actually interact, and y'all can we can chat. There we go. There's the owl. Oh, it's going on this finger. And I'm gonna put this one smack dab in the middle. I know I've said oftentimes that I don't do that, but being that this is like a symmetric design, I think that one's just gonna go right there in the middle. Oh, you can't see it. We will zoom in at the end and do a close-up on all the designs. So for my thumb, I think I want to do this one, because there's some more solid gears here that I could plan to land right on top of the blooper. So let's go with that one next. I need polish. And yeah, okay. I was wondering whether I was going to grab my monocle stamper. I think this ice cube stamper will be just fine. As long as I do it width-wise. And I don't know about you guys, but summer is here in Hawaii. It was like almost 90 degrees the other day, and I am so grateful that I convinced Scotty to insulate the attic. It is a world of difference, you guys. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's just go for it. I think that just like that. Can you guys see? Okay, here we go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Cool. And I don't think I stretched out any gears. That's awesome. As a Oh, that one got a little stretch on it, but nobody's gonna pull me aside and say so. Okay. So I'm going to just separate any of these that might still be connected. Like right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. And then let's get this latex off, huh? Just like that. And the cleanup is just so much more simple when it just comes right off. The liquid latex might seem like it's a little bit of an extra step, and I mean, honestly, it technically is, but then you don't have to struggle with trying to clean up your cuticles. They're just like already clean already. Guess there's this wee little bit left behind. Oh, that's on top of the top coat that still needs to come off my skin. There we go. When I take a shower, it'll come clean. Okay, so there's a gear thumbnail, and the little blooper over here is entirely disguised. And all right, we are good to go. Again, sorry about the dry skin around my cuticles. It's that all those using the cleaner over and over again and paper towels. I just guess I need to be more what's the word? Diligent about getting moisturizer on my hands. Okay, so for this hand over here, I want to do kind of like a French tip with these gears on this finger first. So there's that first design. And then the second design that I want to do is this octopus in a diving helmet. And that's going to go on the middle finger. Hmm? Hmm. Let's do the skeleton in a top hat on my index, or on my ring. And then let's do the French tip with gears on my index. And we'll see what it looks like after that if we need to add any more designs, or that might be it. I don't necessarily always stamp every single finger. In fact, I often stamp only my ring fingers. Oh, you know what I just realized? Those gears are going to go to the side, and I didn't put down any liquid latex on this index finger, but here we go. Okay. So we got gears. And we're going, you guys see that? Kind of hard with the lighting here. Okay. We're going to go right on the tip, like that. Sweet. I grab some Scotch tape just to clean up the edges. See, now you can just use Scotch tape to pluck away anything that goes over. If it's thin lines like this, it'll usually come right up. But the thing with that my thumb was that I had a couple of these gears that were much thicker and solid, and so it would have been much harder to pluck those off with tape. Just makes more sense to use the liquid latex. Okay. All right. So I hope, I hope that these designs don't get totally just painted on, because we're going to be painting his office. Maybe I'll bring some rubber gloves for when we're painting, because I don't want to ruin my mani. Okay, so then we got the last finger, I think, is going to be this one. And we're going to, yeah, let's stick with the top hat man, top hat skeleton. Top hat skeleton. Let's do it. And here's okay. Get up. All right. Good pickup. I'm gonna try and get rid of this excess stuff just so we don't accidentally stick it somewhere we don't want it. Okay. And he's gonna go, I'm gonna put him at the jauntiest little angle. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right. That's nice. Okay, so we got gears. We got skeleton man. Do I need anything else? I think I'm gonna use this one on this thumb, which is going to give all this stuff will go right to the tip, but then this back end will leave a little bit of back end open, and I think I want to try that. Let's see what it looks like. And then we will just seal it all up. Okay. All right. So sometimes these corner ones can be tricky because the the way the okay, good, we got a clean pull. The way that your card, when you're scraping, can go at a funny angle because you're going off a corner. It can just be a little tricky. So this one is going to go just like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. I am going to grab just the tiniest piece of tape for these edges. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I am going to seal these up with some top coat. Oh, good. She stopped barking. I don't know why she's barking to begin with. Sometimes. Okay. I don't think you guys can. You guys might not even be able to hear her barking. Okay. So smudge-free top coat. You got to start with this. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but this is going to be your best bet for locking in your designs. Because if you go straight to a standard top coat, you'll reactivate, especially some of these really thin lines, and you'll smudge your design. And after all that work, you don't want to be doing that. So let's top these, and then we can zoom in and take a look at them. And then what I do is about 5-10 minutes from now, I'll come back with a quick dry top coat and just get that'll lock everything in, and it'll dry the smudge-free top coat. Okay, so let's zoom in and we'll take a look at them. Okay, so there is the French tip kind of gear on just the tip. Obviously, this stuff in my cuticle will go away when I take a shower or whatever. There is the last one we did with the clock and gears. And then we've got the owl. I don't know how thrilled I am about the owl. It's got really fine lines, and so it kind of gets lost in the sauce on that glittery, sparkly shimmer nail. I wonder if these ones would actually benefit from a matte top coat. But there's that first one we did with the gears all day. All right, there we go. Until next time, you guys. Bye.